What's up? This is the Hoppe and FreeMAN Show. I'm Ryan Hoppe.
And I'm FreeMAN.
And I'm Ryan Stuprich.
And I'm Traynor.
And you are tuned in to the best talk show in the Chicagoland area. And if you want to call the show, we promise it's not hard. Just pick up your phone and call 847-866-9687. And you can tweet at us. I'm at Hoppe Radio 893. What's your Twitter account, Mr. FreeMAN?
My Twitter account is Saint Broseph, all spelled out Broseph. And if you can't spell saint, you should not be listening. You should be looking at a dictionary.
And probably go back to middle school then. And Ryan, what's your account so people can get involved?
At Ryan Stuprich, Stuprich.
And before we get this party going at 2 in the morning, a reminder, portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive listeners. WNUR believes this material to be artistically and culturally significant. We will play this music in riveting talk radio between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. So we have a lot on the plate. So what's going on today, Mr. FreeMAN?
Start with the holiday cheer by singing everyone Jingle Bells.
Oh, man, this is going to be a riot. You guys ready?
A two,
a three.
1, 2, 3.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on the Hoppe and FreeMAN Show. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride when you're up at 2 on WNUR. Hey! Oh, wow.
All right.
Where to go from there?
Going to the news. Let's actually tell a story of what happened the last weekend. It's an intriguing, awesome story that everyone should hear. Hoppe, go ahead and start off the story.
This is quite the riot. This is just so great.
Yes, I was
so,
listening the whole time.
It's 2 in the morning, and we're with our guy, Traynor. What's up, Traynor?
Not much, man. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Great to hear. And so we drive down. I have to pick them up in Lombard, because that's where FreeMAN lives. So I drive from the northwest suburbs to Lombard. And then I end up driving to Evanston. So the whole night you're driving 90 miles. It's quite annoying, but FreeMAN pays for gas, so it's all good in the end. So then what happens is we get here, and we're like, yes, we have us. We're going to do the greatest show ever. Ryan's here, Suparich. It's going to be the best show ever. But no one's here. We're ringing the WNUR lines. No one's picking up. We call everybody that's associated here, but of course, like normal people, they're sleeping at 3 in the morning.
On break for the winter. Lives in Evanston, Illinois.
Speaking of that, dude, every time we drive through here, it reeks of marijuana. I don't know if the whole town's hotboxing.
Like, what are you guys doing, Evanston? Students are gone. We might as well, rob their houses. Roll up the doobies. The students are going to get home and be like, hey, man, where'd my stash go?
I bet every Northwestern kid just rolls up some blunts and just watches Battlestar Galactica. I like this episode the best. Takes another hit.
Back to the story of being locked out, Mr. Hoppe.
So then, of course, FreeMAN's really hyper from caffeine. We never get in. And then, of course, we end up actually getting a message at 8 in the morning. Who is this? Why are you texting me? Next message. Oh, yeah, sorry. We were asleep like normal people.
Probably got 10 of those as the morning went on.
I got
Called so many people, man.
You kept getting messages as people started waking up.
Call the campus, please.
Called campus police 3 or 4 times.
And the funniest part about that is just how crazy does that sound? Yeah, we have a radio show. Could you let us in? We don't go to Northwestern. We promise nothing bad's going to happen besides the Hoppe and FreeMAN Show.
$50,000 worth of equipment that is in that one room.
If you could help us carry this heavy board to our trunk, that would mean a lot.
Then there was this kindly library assistant. Don't remember his name, but he has a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
No, I have no idea.
I think his name was Tutu or some
like a South African cafe or something. You Google South African cafe, like Boobalaga.
Great food.
It's a good advertisement.
And a big shout out as well to Jason from Northwestern for letting us in here. If it wasn't for him opening up the doors, letting us in, we wouldn't be on the air entertaining you. Isn't that what the whole Christmas season is about? Not having a bunch of shock jocks locked out of their show trying to get in. So, Suparich.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yeah.
All right, well, starting things off with a Santa Claus costume. unintentionally terrorizes a New Hampshire school, and this is in Holland, New Hampshire. Police in southern New Hampshire say a man dressed as Santa Claus was only trying to spread some cheer but ended up panicking officials when he knocked on school windows and entered the building.
Imagine these kids who think that, like, Santa Claus is the best thing ever, and you just see this drunk, creepy Santa Claus peeking in your window. Ho, ho, ho! Just like how that would affect their lives forever. You know what I mean, Ryan?
I do.
So what else happened?
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh, my God! Santa here? I know him. I know him.
He'll be here to take pictures with all the children.
Yeah.
There you go, guys.
Oh, man.
That's
great.
exactly what I pictured when this creepy Santa guy is knocking on the windows. Hey, kids! You want to sit on Santa's lap?
I'm kind of drunk on Jack Daniels. You want a sip?
Why do you smell so weird?
You smell like vodka and failure. So what else happened, Suparich?
Well, Nashua Telegraph reports that administrators at the Hollands Primary School called police around 10 a.m. Thursday after they saw the man running around the school, tapping on windows and waving at students. And he was buzzed into the building, but fled when he saw a look of an alarm on a staffer's face.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Right.
What are you doing here, Santa? This isn't the 24th.
We're too poor. What state was this in?
This was in New Hampshire.
Well, they're not that poor. Come on now.
They're kind of poor, but I mean, they get through things, you know. They figure it out.
Right.
I don't know, Detroit.
Or Gary, Indiana. At least we're not Detroit.
And so other schools and parents were notified, and kids were kept inside for recess because of this. Because they didn't know what this guy was capable of, I guess.
I hated when teachers never let us outside for recess. When they're like, "Yeah, there's a tad bit of clouds out and it's drizzling. We can't let you out." And you played damn Candyland, and you're like, I just want to go on the swing set. Exactly. What the hell's wrong with you, Mrs. Smith?
That they won't go out for recess, but when I was a kid, like, drug dealers would sell drugs to the fences, and that was okay. Here you go, little bucko.
Little bucko.
Here's some crack.
Might as well start early, right?
Oh, bucko, here's your kush for the night. Have a fun time in 4th grade. Bucko, call me at the end of the week when you want your shipment of meth here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Sorry, I should have said sport, not bucko. Bucko's like, what, 1980?
Well, that's how old you were. Weren't you born in the 40s?
I was 1 year old!
1 or 40?
Yeah, I was born during World War II. I was 5 years old when that war.
He actually remembers when Jesus Christ was born. He was one of the few witnesses.
I remember the first Christmas. It was a lot like the first Thanksgiving. Jews sitting down with Philistines,
bragging about how much money they made. And on that note, portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive Jewish listeners. WNUR believes this material to be artistically and culturally and not religiously significant.
We're pretty close to Skokie. You shouldn't say a lot of bad things about Jewish people.
Yeah, or they'll come hunt you down in their nice Mercedes-Benz and their hot wives. We will play this music and great talk radio between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. when the sun's not even up yet.
The man has contacted police to say he was only trying to spread holiday cheer.
You should have the whole happiness. Like, it's the 24th. I should go to bed, but I want to meet Santa Claus. But now these kids aren't going to want to get up on the 25th in the morning. They're going to be like, Santa Claus is drunk and creepy in the window. Why do I want presents from him? Pretty sure the Easter Bunny isn't allowed within 100 yards of a school or a playground. I just get that weird vibe about you. It just gives you candy. Like, what the hell? What's up, guys? You want to call the show and talk to us? Maybe you're leaving a club and you got 2 girls on your arm and you're trying to figure out what's going to go down. Call us and we'll help you out. 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. Or maybe you need some advice. You're lonely this Christmas season. Your girlfriend just dumped you for the mall elf, and you just feel like a complete and utter douchebag, and you just don't know what to do with your life. Call us. Talk to us. We'll just make fun of you on the air, but it might make you laugh. And you can check out my website. Go to hoppyradio.weebly.com, home to this show, Hoppe and FreeMAN, all the shows on demand, Friday Sports Riot with my guy, Ryan Suparich, Stuprich on SportsTownChicago.com. And I'm also on the front page of Pornhub, so go there right now. You'll find me somewhere. Hoppe gets a load off. Oh, guys, behave. It's not like we're on Freeform Harbor. What's up, Manya? How's it going, man?
Manya, if you guys don't know out there, he's a very popular fellow. He is a bottle service, you could say pimp, I guess. Is that appropriate, Nemanja?
That's one terminology.
All right, cool. He's a bottle service concierge or pimp or whatever you want to call it.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. He sets up parties downtown Chicago, meets a lot of interesting people. And so, Nemanja, it's the holiday time. Tell us a holiday story about last year when you were setting up some bottle services for some people.
Well, let's just say for a couple of the venues that I had for last year, one of them actually decided to put in animals into the event.
What type of animal?
What animal?
Well, I'm saying like monkeys, there was snakes, there was even a Bengal tiger.
Wow.
Who is this, Mike Tyson?
This was Mike Tyson, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Mike Tyson.
He probably can't afford that anymore. I don't think he can afford groceries. He probably goes to Aldi's all the time, buys the cheap food. He's so broke. So what else have you seen at these clubs?
I mean, I've seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I think Andrew can throw in for some of the stars that I've seen and everything like that. I mean, I've got photos with Sean Marion. I got photos with actually Yasmina Gonzalez. She was America's Top Model winner.
Is that the best-looking girl you've seen at the club?
No. They got a bunch of Chicago
Dude, the America's
girls
Top Model girls are
all
like
skinny and...
usually they're ugly. Yeah. Like they don't look good until they make them up and then say do a pose, and then it's like Zoolander. They make the same face every time.
Oh my God, Tyra Banks, do I look good?
Now, some of the other bigger people that I've heard you have seen is Derek Rose, right?
Yeah. I've been with him a couple of times, and the guy's just a complete down-to-earth guy.
Wow. That's nice.
And now, here's one quick question I have for you. Since you do service, do you ever have any girls go, hey, if I service you real quick, can I get some free bottles? Does that ever go down at the clubs where these girls are so desperate for that free thing of Patron or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. There's actually known in the industry as bottle wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I have a name for it because it happens every night.
Yeah, there's a name for it, and actually it's known. A lot of the girls are actually known who just do that type of stuff. And for like my clientele, I make sure that they stay away from the tables that I'm serving.
Their dad must be so proud.
Beyond belief.
You got to keep the integrity of that bottle service, man.
Exactly.
Except for when, like, I don't know, Snoop Dogg says, hey, get me some hose. Then you know exactly how to go to.
Exactly.
So I heard you also met Neo at one point. Tell us about that experience.
That was actually a private event at NV Penthouse in downtown. And with the event, he actually did a early CD release party for his latest album that just came out. He did a sampling of all the music and explained all the tracks and where his pretty much choice of venue, choice of what was his inspiration for the song.
At this point, was he so sick of love songs?
Yes, at that point he was. He was more into songs about booty.
And now, what was he like in person? Because I've seen him on Windy City Live, and he seems a bit cocky. What was he like in person?
He's got that cocky look to it and everything, but as a person, he's completely down to earth.
He seems like a Southern gentleman. Is that like a correct terminology of like
I would
his swagger?
Pretty much put him as a complete Southern gentleman.
And now I've heard that he named himself after the Matrix, so you would think that he's a bit of like a comic book geek, so he's probably down to earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a sense of humor and everything, and with the whole crowd, that when we were all there, he was just joking around with everybody and everything.
And now, since this is WNUR Overnight, you can say what you want. So here's a quick question I have for you. Who is the most rudest person you've ever had to serve some service to, if that makes sense?
The rudest person?
Yeah, the worst celebrity you've ever had to give bottles
guys, I want some drinks.
I'm Kim Kardashian.
Honestly, I haven't dealt with any of those, really. Everybody that I've dealt with, I've dealt through their manager, so everybody's just mellow, down to earth, and
Yeah.
enjoying the time.
Well, that's good.
I heard once you were telling me a story about the mob wives?
Yeah, they were in in one of my club locations, and we were around there, and they actually asked to be able to like start a fight there and everything, and then break it up and everything. So that was one of the situations, but they were still overall like it was all planned.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Those shows are 100% real.
But keeping up with the Kardashians,
Everything
real.
that happens, not staged, except for in top clubs in Chicago.
And on the Mob Wives.
Exactly.
Every other show, Jersey Shore, completely real. Snooki's a great girl.
Now, Nemanja, I know you have some holiday packages with the spiked eggnog. Go ahead and tell people how they can get in contact with you and how instead of doing the bland old, same old, like getting by the fire and drinking hot cocoa, they can go to, let's say, a top-tier club and get some service from a perfect gentleman like yourself.
I mean, for you guys right now, I set up a little special thing where I got a nice bottle package for your listeners
Nice.
with a bottle of Grey Goose and a bottle of Moet set up.
Wow.
I
So I'll
love Grey
definitely offer
Goose.
that to all your customers.
Sounds like a fun night.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then one night I want actually for you two to come out and actually party out with me.
Dude,
Yes!
Let's do it.
So make sure that you
When
guys
do you
will be
turn
ready for that
21,
one.
Hoppy, you young mother effer?
I can get a fake. I mean,
Yeah, I'm Hoppy.
Well, let's
Here's
just put
my
it this
ID.
way. If we bring you out for a night, we're going to make it be your 21st birthday night, and you'll be having fun.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Next September 3rd, let's go crazy and have me wake up in the middle of Lake Michigan.
I
Trying
think
to
I can make
breathe.
that
We're
happen.
going to invite the mob wives.
I think I
Hoppy
can definitely
will
have that happen.
I'll
But,
be in a back bathroom. One of the mob husbands comes in.
give him the handily dandily.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, Nemanja, how can people get a hold of you to get this awesome service?
They can actually go ahead and shoot me an email. That's going to be the best link to contact me. The email is nemzchicago@yahoo.com.
MENEMZ Chicago.
Correct.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, everybody, get a hold of Nemanja. Set up your party in Chicago. He's got the best places down. What are some of the clubs and bars you serve at?
Well, pretty much right now, the big hot spots are all in the River North section. So you're talking Envy, Epic, Prohibit, Vinyl. Whichever one of those places and several others, I'll go ahead and be able to set that up for you.
All right, if you got some swagger and you got a little dough to spend and you want to meet some fine honeys, you call Nemanja right now. You email him, you message him, you get that service.
And you say that you heard him on the Hoppy and Freeman show, and he'll give you 95% off.
No, don't be saying 95% off, guys, but I'll definitely set up a good deal.
He's
Sounds
gonna
good, my
set up
man.
a great deal. Thank you, Nemanja, so much. It's always great talking to you, man.
No problem, guys. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, have a good night.
95% off. Sounds like a great deal.
You're gonna make this guy like bust.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, oh, $500 service for $15. Oh man, I quit.
So,
All
what
right,
song?
I want to hear some celebrity stories. Have you guys met any celebrities?
I've met radio guys, but that's like meeting dirt.
Ryan
Who cares?
Hoppy, do not be shy about this. I want to hear about some of the top radio people you've met. Maybe they're listening right now and like, wow, these guys know me. I'm going to follow them.
One guy I did meet who is known in this area, because the thing is, I went to this thing called the Morning Show Boot Camp. It's a big radio conference back in August, and all the guys I met are in Rochester, Seattle, Madison, St. Louis, Indianapolis, Grand Rapids, Detroit. So they're not like household names here. But one guy I did meet was John Landecker, and he's a radio legend in this city. My grandpa listened to him. Every one of my aunts and uncles grew up listening to him. And I was so nervous going up to him. Like, crap, it's John Records Landecker. Ryan, the dude could not have been more nice. He's like a 65-year-old badass. Like, he knew that he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He knew that he was in the Radio Hall of Fame. But he didn't care. Like, he didn't seem very cocky at all. Yeah, he knows he's the ass, but at the same time, he was humble enough to take a picture with me. So, big shout out to John Records Landecker. We're best friends.
Those are always the best type of people, the guys that'll take time to actually talk to you and
and not
learn
guys
more about you and learn what you want to do and everything.
and not guys that do podcasts in their basement that are old shock jocks. That fire you for saying nothing but good things at a radio conference.
Have you read anyone? Have you read anyone super rich? Have you met anyone famous?
I don't think I have. I don't have anyone that comes to mind. So
you met
One
me,
time,
so that's
let
like
me
meeting
tell
a
you
god.
My 1 second of meeting someone famous, not
Who?
even in real life, but on Twitter.
Okay.
Bomani Jones.
How?
Really?
Tweeted to me. I said, I don't know what I said. It was something haterish. It was like about one of the South Carolina linebackers because he was wearing Beats, and I was like, oh, that's just something about to happen.
Wasn't like that's just the free swag that they get or something about how
he
they
got
get
it at a bowl game. He
that's what you said.
clarified.
I remember seeing
He
that.
clarified it to me, and he's like, nah, they get gift baskets at these bowl games. Because I was like, how does he have $400 Beats when he's a college student? Is that not a decent question? Like, how can you afford $400 Beats?
And
why
I'm
does
going to
your
go on. But SEC is the dirtiest conference of them all. So it's a very legit question that Andrew Free, who is a man, would ask that. I mean,
Thank you for calling me a man again. I'm so thinking you're just going to be like, Free,
Who has a vagina?
wolf man.
Free woman.
Gosh damn it, not again.
free whore.
Thank you.
That's so
for
creative.
saying that.
I'm
on the
so
air.
creative.
WNUR's listening. Like, Soren's listening. He's like, these guys got to go.
Yeah, this is who I let in. This is who keeps waking me up. And portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for more younger or just sensitive listeners. WNUR believes its material to be artistically and culturally significant.
I like how you're, like, reading that all Shakespearean-like.
We will play this music
We will play this music
and talk radio
and talk radio
and hoppy babbling
and hoppy babbling
between the hours
between the hours
Of
of 11:30 p.m.
and 6 a.m. when you're back at the house with your girl and you're trying to figure out what to do.
When
You
you're
hear the
back
birds
with your
chirping.
chicken head,
Sleep.
chilling in the crib. I am Sir Patrick Stewart. I know how to speak properly. I'm a proper English gentleman.
How did he come in here, man? What's up, Patrick? How's it going?
How is it going? You can call me Jean.
What's up, Jean? Where's this
Not
dick
much.
going?
I am floating on the Enterprise. That's what we call meth in England.
How does it feel that you are a sellout now that you're on one of the worst cartoons of American Dad, you douchebag?
No one wants to hire me.
And I get good money because it's
Not
on
even
Adult
for
Swim.
X-Men First Class. What the hell, man?
Well, Patrick, thank you for coming on and go away. So, if you want to check out the Hoppe Media Network, which is home to Suparich, it's home to FreeMAN, it's not hard to find. Coming after Christmas, it will be at HoppeRadio.com, and you will have the choice between the Hoppe Media Network and Hoppe Radio. But for now, go to hoppemedia.wordpress.com, home to edgy talk radio, home to entertaining sport analysts, home to great artists, home to funny comedians. Guys in every city, man, even Wakanda.
All right, next up we're going to have a music break because we've been talking a lot and our mouths are dry and we have dry, cracked lips. And
We should
we
probably
look
ask
like
Kim
just
Where's the
how to make
chapstick?
the Siberian winter desert tundra. So we're going to take a quick break, play you some Christmas music.
Yeah.
Because this is the Hoppe and Freeman Show Christmas Extravaganza.
It's a party up in here at 2:30 in the morning with Matt Traynor, all the fans on WNUR.